Am I wasting my time applying for grants? That question comes up more often than you think. As a scrappy founder, if you've ever felt like you're doing all the right things, clicking the links, filling out the forms, telling your story, and still hearing nothing or getting no's, I promise you're not alone. A lot of founders feel like grants are a black hole. You put in all the time, energy, hope, and what do you get back? Nothing. No reply, no feedback, and no money. So naturally, you start to ask yourself, is this even worth it? If you take anything away from me, it's that any opportunity to pitch is never one wasted. Because here's what no one really tells you. Grants are not about luck. They're pure strategy. Even if you don't land the check, there is still a ton of opportunity to make it a win. And I know because I've won 24 grants myself and helped others win millions in non-dilutive funding. I've also judged hundreds of grant competitions, so I know a thing or two about this process and what to expect. I've also seen founders waste months applying over and over, getting zero results because they're focused on the wrong things. And the difference is winners don't work harder, they work smarter. So let me break down the 3 reasons most people feel like grants are a waste of time. 1, they're not reading the terms. If you're applying for a grant as a consumer product company, but the organization requires you to be a tech company, then why bother? Just because it says grant in the title doesn't mean you should apply. Take the 2 minutes to save yourself hours by reading if you're even eligible. It sounds simple, but 98% of people applying skip this because they're rushing. They're starting from scratch every time, and that's exhausting and inefficient. You need a core grant library of your answers like origin story, impact, numbers, competition analysis, ready to remix and not rewrite. Majority of grants have the same questions, just different word and character count. Second is most founders don't ask or follow up for feedback. Not every organization has the capacity to reply, but if you're not asking them at least 3 to 5 times for some sort of insight or feedback, you're wasting your time. The goal of a grant is to give back and support the founder. So don't waste the opportunity for them to get to know you and still what you need, regardless of if it ended up you getting a check, because what if they could make a strategic intro instead? So no, you're not wasting your time if you shift from apply and hope to apply with intention. The founders who win aren't always the best writers. They're just the most strategic. They know how to read the grant terms, mirror the mission, and make the reviewer's job easy. They build the system, they track their progress, they reuse their strong answers, and they follow up. And the real hack is that you only need to spend 1 to 2 hours every other week to make grants work. I get it, it's frustrating to keep applying and feel like you're shouting into a void, but once you learn how to shift from the effort to the effectiveness, that's when things are going to change. That's when grants stop feeling random and start becoming a real repeatable stream of capital. So are you wasting your time? Really? It's only if you're playing a game you haven't been taught how to win, but now you know, so you can do it differently. Think about the core categories in your pitch, from story, problem, proof, solution, traction, target market, business model, financials, team, and ask. Yes, those are the core essentials for every grant, and not much changes in between. When you clearly communicate those buckets, you're ahead of 99% of applicants. I've got some more grant insights below, so be sure to comment if you've got any more questions. I'll include it in the next video.